I actually got on the Twitter. Social media was on fire in 2013.
On the Twitter, Ryan Broderick from BuzzFeed is here to take us through what was trending this year, and there's a lot to talk about. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, let's first start with this dance craze. I don't know if you've heard of it, twerking. Have you heard of a little bit of that?
Wait a minute, was it the twerking?
It's the Harlem Shake. I wanted to see if I could get John to give me a little bit of something.
I think it's either one, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
So the Harlem Shake was weird. It bubbled up out of nowhere on YouTube, and the premise is you put on a helmet and it's one guy dancing, and then it cuts, and then it's a lot of people dancing. It's very strange, but it went like wildfire all over the internet. Everyone was doing them. Offices were doing them. The BuzzFeed office did one. It was the strangest thing, and it got really annoying very quickly, but for a while it was the funniest thing on the internet.
Is it done? Is that you?
Fun fact, I am the horse in that.
Oh my gosh!
Which part of the horse?
Good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was just the weirdest thing, but people couldn't stop doing them.
Has it stopped now?
Oh, completely. I can't even listen to the song.
Do people track this? I mean, do we know how many people were shaking and then now how many fewer people are shaking?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there are Google Trends, and you can look at them and you can see exactly how many people are even Googling the word Harlem Shake. So people are kind of over it.
But our national nightmare is over, which is great. Okay, what about the biggest social media meltdown? What was that story?
This was great. This was crazy. So, a bakery featured on Hell's Kitchen responded to their episode by just completely losing it on Facebook. And they were being attacked by other websites, communities of people who would go to their Facebook page and start messing with them. And they started engaging, and the whole thing lasted for hours, where the heads of Amy's Baking Company would just fight with trolls online and just be egged on even further. It was a complete meltdown.
Is the message here, then, to not engage with trolls?
The number one rule of the internet: don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls.
Yes. Just
now that you're thoroughly confused, my dear John.
I'm gonna write that down. Don't feed the trolls.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about Miley Cyrus. I joked earlier about twerking, but really, she's had some unusual antics throughout the year. What do you think tops the list?
My favorite is definitely the wrecking ball meme that went through Vine and Instagram and Twitter, the Twitter. The premise for this was similar to her wrecking ball video, where you would strip down to naked or some kind of naked, and you'd ride a wrecking ball, or you'd Photoshop.
Or your father.
Anything. Pretty much any riff you could think of. My favorite story about this is that there was a college that had a pendulum statue, and they had to get rid of it because too many students were getting naked and filming themselves riding it and singing Wrecking Ball.
And I'm sure that parents
are
proud of those tuition dollars, too. So I actually saw a Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball Christmas ornament.
Get out. Really?
No, where someone was playing. It's on a
She rides the ball.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Wow. Okay, so selfie craze. Now, this one was rather unexpected. So we have an image of a selfie from the commander-in-chief.
Yes.
Do we not?
2013 was definitely the year of the selfie. And what better way to celebrate that than having the president take one?
Yeah.
This image went massively viral on Twitter, not just because the president was taking a selfie, but also because the First Lady doesn't look exactly psyched about it.
She was paying attention to Mandela's funeral services.
Smiling.
That's what was happening there.
There were thousands of Photoshops on that one, too.
Kids and computers.
Okay, I do love this story, though. Bat Kid.
This was the sweetest thing. The internet can be kind of a mean place sometimes, so it's nice when a story like this can remind us of why it's important. And the story goes that Make-A-Wish teamed up with the city of San Francisco to help a little boy named Miles act out his fantasy of being Batman for a day. And they covered the whole thing the way that any city would cover Batman saving people on social media. So at BuzzFeed, we covered it like a real news story. Every update we could get, we put it in. Batman was on the move. We had him in the street. We had him fighting the Joker, the Riddler, everything. It was the cutest thing.
And you know what? When my wife and her pals were all talking about this, it's like, that's just like so mainstream. Everybody was so happy about this story. All right, what are some of the big social trends you see for 2014?
I definitely think Instagram is going to be the big app. for 2014. It's already pretty big, but I think it's even going to get bigger. I think it's going to eclipse Facebook.
And now, can you explain something to me? Does Instagram then replace Twitter? Or?
I think they might live in harmony. I think they're different things, but teenagers love Instagram. I love Instagram. I was using it like 5 minutes ago.
Why?
It's addicting. It's super easy to use. It's perfect for selfies.
You can make yourself look fabulous on some of the effects.
Yeah. Well, I've got it on the phone, so we'll see.
Perfect.
Watch for that in 2018.
I was going to say, we'll give them a couple of years.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, for being here. We always love seeing you.
And Happy New Year to you.
Yes.